Social media wants you to be single. We all know it feeds men like thirst traps and like hot women and tries to like catch their eye. We talk about that a lot. We talk about how like embarrassing that is for a guy to have that on his phone. We don't really talk about the thirst traps that are being fed to women, which in my opinion are arguably a lot more damaging to relationships. There's so much content out there that is aimed at convincing women to be dissatisfied with their lives, specifically dissatisfied with the men in their lives. I'm talking about videos where a woman walks into a room and there's like a bag packed with like a perfectly handwritten note that's like, I'm whisking you off on a vacation and it's gonna be so romantic. It's like this perfect looking guy. We've seen that for years on social media, and it gets fed to women who then look at it and are like, my boyfriend, my husband, he doesn't do that for me. What's even worse are the comments. Other girls will be like, if my future husband doesn't do this for me, I don't want him. This is the bare minimum. And then if you go into these Facebook groups or subreddits or anything like that where people are talking about relationships, if there's ever a woman with like a question like, my husband did this or that and we got in an argument or something, the comments are full of people being like, you need a divorce, you need to leave him, you could do so much better, there are so much better men out there, for like little things. Like he swore or he got mad and like went for a walk. People will literally be like, that's narcissistic behavior. Every man on the planet is a narcissist and you need to leave him to find someone else that's better, but every man is that way. Like it's just this cycle of doom and gloom and gross. If you are comparing your relationship to things that you see online, if you are taking the advice of people who have, no offense, failed relationships, you will become single. You just will. There's a reason that fewer and fewer people are having successful marriages or even getting married at all or staying in long-term committed relationships. I think social media is like wrecking it. And again, we talk about the men. We talk about how like, men get unrealistic expectations for women based on the women that they see online. And it's like so damaging and like, ew. But we never ever talk about the women getting unrealistic expectations online about what their men should be doing. And that's what's really destroying these relationships. Are there crappy men out there? Of course there are. But I think a lot of women think that their marriages are worse than they actually are because of everything they're being fed on social media. And a lot of women are wondering why their relationships are failing or why they can't find a good man. It's because they're comparing all the time, or they're listening to naysayers who want you to be single. Be careful about what you take in from social media.